Hello, this is Vince. I'm here with Mark and Erickson, and we are Athens Redesign. Spalding County Public Works Mechanic Shop is responsible for the maintenance of the roadways and the right-of-ways for this county. The director that we have been working with for Spalding County has been Mr. TJ. This building, the current facility, has been operated out of for roughly 60 years. The facility is currently two different buildings, a 74 by 100-foot main shop and a 40 by 40 part shop with 10 feet distance between the two. The current shop also has a gravel lot for parking and two entrances. We were contacted by Spalding County Public Works to evaluate, design, and present two viable options for a new mechanic shop. So their main goal was to create one building. We modeled it because the building is pretty old, but they mostly wanted to keep the current building because they just redid the roofing not too long ago. Currently in the facility, the equipment that is being used, we have 2 to 4 post trucks lifts, 2 car lifts, air compressor, generator, wash racks, office space, parts room storage, welding bay, and fueling station.
For our redesign layout, we utilized the current 74 by 100 structure and then planned on to add on to that structure a 60 by 74. And in order to do that, the current paint booth slash part shop, which is a 40 by 40, would be demoed and that area be graded to add this 60 by 74. Here on the right, you can see our current layout for this new structure and the redesign. So for the redesign part, we would go in and gut the current 74 by 100, and the old wash rack would now become a new work area, and we would relay out the whole office side and break it down to where now they have a conference room with a shop office and then a private office, while retaining a common area and a large storage area, which consists of a 20 by 36 area so that they could have parts and engines and anything they needed brought in. And then it also utilizes 3 bathrooms for office employees, mechanics, and then for inmates, which Spalding County works with inmates in their program. So that met a requirement for them. We would also be able to keep the current fueling station as it is seen there located, and meet all the needs of having 4 lifts, 2 drive-through areas, and then over to the right, in our addition of the 60 by 74, we would install a new wash rack, which would now be up to environmental code and have a drainage system, which we will discuss later. And then we would be able to break down a welding bay and tire bay for them to use. For this redesign construction, as you can see here in the top photo, that is a fueling station, and we would keep the placement of it as it met their current requirements for fueling all their vehicles and heavy equipment. The 3 bottom photos, you can see the gravel lot and drives, which for this current facility, we were able to just add on and keep all current roadways.
This is our new design for the Spalding County Mechanical Shop. As Erickson and Vincent said, there are 2 parts of this construction, the existing part and the new design part. For the existing part, the group did not design any steel frame. The group just redesigned the rooms for the existing part. And for the new design part, the group did a strength and size for the new steel frame. This is the steel frame for the new part. All the design meets the requirements from ASE 7 code and the International Building Code. Now I'm going to play a video to exhibit the interior and exterior condition for the whole building. Building type of the new mechanic shop is a prefabricated steel building. The material of the exterior wall is concrete and steel cladding. The width of the wall foundation is 1 inch and the thickness is 1.5 inch. For the footing of the columns, the steel columns, the group used 81 times 81 inch concrete slab, and the thickness of the concrete slab is 36 inch. And there are 11 rolling doors for the building. The size of the rolling door is 168 inch times 168 inch. For the internal design, the group used the drop ceiling for the office and the restroom area. The height offset is 1 feet. And now we can see the condition of the steel frame from like the inside of the building.
And here, as discussed earlier, is the wash rack. So we were able to incorporate, we decided to go with a design I brought in, and the apex, we proposed 2 designs, one that mainly dealt with road oil and grease and all that pavement to help wash their pavement equipment, anything they have to do with roadways, or a design that mainly dealt with dirt and contaminants of that sort, so that wash rack would be a separate system that wasn't just going straight into the sewage or main drainage system, so that would be filtered out to meet environmental code. And here, lastly, we have the cost estimate for this redesign. We allocated for the demolition of the 40 by 40, approximately 20,000, and the new addition of 60 by 74 would be approximately 100,000, and the renovation part would be approximately 112,000, while the new addition that and the renovation part, we added allocated 20,000 for the wash rack, which we just spoke about. When, as you can see, there is the total.